I the asshole for my response to my sister's boyfriend's brutal honesty? My female 35, sister, female 27, started dating one of those, quote, brutally honest guys a few months ago. He can be quite rude and make backhanded comments about me and the family sometimes, which is bothersome. But my sister says he's not malicious, but is just the brutally honest type, and we should get used to it. I visited my parents' house to celebrate my sister's birthday, and my husband couldn't come with me because he was busy. After the party, we all sat down for dinner, and my sister's boyfriend said it was weird that my husband and I don't have kids, despite being married for 6 years now. I was shocked that he brought this up, but I gave a short answer stating that it's because of infertility issues. He asked on which side, and I didn't want to answer, but my sister said it's on my side.
Oh.
I got uncomfortable as he looked at me for a second and said that maybe not having kids now is a good thing because he thought women over 30 might produce defective babies due to age.
Wow.
Title didn't really get into it.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be a guy who was like, that shirt makes you look fat. Not like the defective baby comments.
Yeah, we're not done yet either.
Oh, God.
I told him it was none of his business, but he said that he was giving his honest opinion, and that's all. I, in return, told him while maintaining eye contact, trust me, if I wanted an asshole's opinion, I would have farted.
That's a line in John Tucker Must Die.
Literally everyone at the table bursted into laughter, and my sister and her boyfriend were stunned. A few seconds later, her boyfriend excused himself out, and my sister followed, then sent me a text after they left saying I was mean and disrespectful towards her boyfriend and insulted him maliciously just because he stated his honest opinion. She also said I ruined her birthday by being petty and making her boyfriend the joke of the night in front of the family. I didn't respond, but she demanded an apology via mail as soon as possible. Mom agreed that I shouldn't have said what I said and should have just ignored him, knowing how he is. I think I'm the asshole, but I'm not sure.
Another letter situation that might hit the fan. There's a couple things I could say about this. First and foremost, that man is the scum of the earth. Like, he's lower than Tristan Thompson. But also, I kind of weirdly see the mom side, because sometimes when people are so like out of their mind and just like so mean and so wrong, nothing you say is going to stop them from being that way. And it's not your fault that your sister is dating this man. Like, she has to deal with him. And if you have to be around him and be like civil for the family, like, I wouldn't suggest going into him because, like, it's going to do nothing. Maybe being like, whoa, that crossed the line. You know what I mean? But, like, trying to change his behavior, I don't think it's going to happen. You know what I mean?
He's an absolute psychopath.
That's what I'm saying. So, like, I wouldn't go after him or try to change his behavior. Just know, like, obviously he's wrong and, like, I'm right. And, like, I'm just going to let this freak be with my sister. If she's not going to end it, like, I can't do anything over that. Like, I can't control that situation.
No.
Well, and to add to that, I think he is not going to take that as a reality check like you'd hope.
Yeah.
He's going to take it as, well, I didn't do anything wrong. I was just giving my honest opinion.
Exactly.
And so she's a terrible person now, and it's just going to make it probably worse now going forward.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Because on another note, I don't understand how people get that far in life without realizing that they're being a complete asshole and that nobody likes that shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Nobody loves the overly honest, oh, I'm East Coast or whatever. I'm just straightforward.
I'm
like
East
the
Coast.
people. I lived in New York. Like, I have the perspective
I'm so offended.
I have the West Coast, East Coast, and middle.
But
and
using
I just
that
feel like,
as an excuse
Yeah,
to be
of
almost
course.
like
but that's what I hear all the
mean.
time. People who aren't from the East Coast a lot will say, oh, it's just, they're East Coast, they're straightforward, whatever. And
Yeah.
I think, yes,
There's a
a
difference.
certain degree to that is amazing, and I love that. And I've brought that into my life too, because being straightforward in some situations is necessary. Exactly.
Yeah.
But to a certain degree, because there's a level of honesty that never needs to be, like, you never need to get to that level.
No. And we've talked about this before. Like, you should not ask about people's, like, when they're going to have children.
Yeah.
Like,
if they're expecting, if you think they look pregnant, everything about that.
just don't fucking ask until someone tells you. And, like, don't ask people when they're having kids. You never know when they're struggling with, fertility
Which
issues.
is horrible. horrible.
Well, the fact that he he asked, it got uncomfortable, but then the fact he doubled down and said,
That's what I'm saying.
It might be a good thing since women over 30 produce defective babies.
No.
Let me give you a news flash, little bitch. Men's sperm quality decreases with age too. So
Yeah.
you better buck up and get your shit together so you can actually get married and have someone that wants to sleep with you long term and deal with your shitty attitude.
Also, the I'm just really honest thing. It's the same when a guy is like, oh, I'm not flirting. That's just my personality. You know what I mean? Which is the line I hate the most. It's don't use your quote brutal honesty as an excuse to get yourself out of these situations. It's just not it.
Because they have forever.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Well, and they get away with it. This reminds me, have you seen Ted Lasso at all?
I've seen it. Yeah.
This reminds me of Rebecca, who's the team's owner, and she's talking about her ex-husband Rupert, and she said something. I think she was talking to her girlfriend or Ted or someone, but she was like, I used to think his brutal honesty was so attractive and something she valued. And then she said after, she was like, but now I see it for what it truly is. It's just mean and callous and insecure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And that's this man.
Yeah.
Absolutely insane.
Horrible.
The sex must be really good or something with this one, because otherwise, why would you want to stick around and have to deal with a pill of a person like this?
Some people like a project.
That is
I
true.
used to. God.
Yeah.
Ugh. No. So
Awkward.
very.
You're sitting there
No, Justin is he knows he's flawless. But
oh, hey.
but God, the title was very deceiving with this one. It just how bad it really got.
Yeah, no, that was foul.
Top comment. Repeat after me. He should have just ignored me. He knows what I'm like. I'm older than him. I can't change now. I am who I am. I was just being honest. Seriously, that's my opinion of his conversation. What's that? Those excuses are toxic bullshit, Mom? Cool. Good to know you won't be putting up with anyone's crap from now on. Not the asshole. And then someone replies back, quote, you know how he/she is the biggest cop-out response for those people who everyone knows is a rude bully.
I kind of disagree with that, though.
Really?
No, I agree with it, but in this situation, it's what's gonna happen from everybody?
Ignoring him?
Yeah, I don't know. I agree. That is a massive cop out, and that doesn't, his behavior is still horrible, and he's in the wrong. But it's the sister's not gonna dump him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. She can stand up for herself without getting into it with him, because I don't think she'll get far by getting into it with him, but she can stick up for herself. But do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
It's it's arguing with a wall. You're
not-
never gonna get anywhere.
You're not
and
gonna
that's
win.
that's gonna hurt your mental health by trying to go after somebody like that.
Yeah.
God, it'd just be so hard in that moment, though, because you'd just be
Especially
boiling
with
up.
the fertility issue. I would pop off.
I'd be bawling. I think she was honestly kind of easy on him.
True. I mean, to what we were saying before, though, it's hard to take the high road in that instance.
Yeah.
And maybe the best route is you could just stand up and get out of there.
Yes.
You could
That's what
get
I'm
away
saying.
for it for a moment or something, but it would be so fucking hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, go to the kitchen, have a glass of wine.
Oh,
And get
geez.
yourself out of that situation, because I'd be I'm not gonna stoop to this person's level, because clearly what he's saying is wrong. But I need to get out of this situation.
Right.
Well, and to your point too, Robyn, the sister isn't going to dump him. The sister honestly probably is finding this attractive. And one thing I kind of forgot about is the sister also participated in this. The sister, when he asked about the fertility or the infertility and whose side was it on, the sister was the one that piped up and said, oh, it's on her. Mm-hmm. So the sister, I'm oh, I got an axe to grind with all these bitches.
Yeah, exactly. I agree.
Wow. Well, I hope this all works out for OP.
Yeah.
There's no official update, but there are a lot of comments from her. She's I was just genuinely caught off guard by his words and was also angry but trying to stay calm. Mm-hmm. Apparently, he got offended, and so was my sister, although she sat there the entire time ignoring his remarks that were directed at me. So yeah, fuck that sister too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's another issue of this.
Yeah, there's a lot of levels here. Mm-hmm. Damage control, does there need to be any, or just let it
I think damage control would be to have a serious conversation with the sister and being like, if I know you're not going to leave him, like, that's fine. But, like, I really don't want him around, especially in these intimate family conversations, because it's extremely hurtful. And if I can't have him change what he says, then, like, maybe you can listen to me and, like, take him out of the equation.
Yeah. Or say you need to, like, muzzle your fucking dog.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like, muzzle your dog. Like, tell him to keep his fucking mouth shut at these family things if he's got to be there.
Yeah, 100%.